looking for a point, the quest towards a point is pointless, in the sense that there is no use. You are asking what's the use? It's useful, but there is no use. It can solve things, but it's not a solution. Essentially, when you're looking at something that is irrational, because that's what you're unconsciously saying, that what's the meaning? Like, this is irrational. What's the use? What's the end of it? What's the point? That's the point, that it's pointless, and that solves you. That is transforming. So meaning comes from the use. When you're useful, you see the point. You see that life is evolving, and evolving, and you want to do it in a way that is the best. Transforming into a higher state, a more subtle, safe state. It requires a lot of things that just does not have a point, that is pointless, that is meaningless, that is irrational. It requires a lot of craziness. Giving is very close to meaning. You sacrifice. Why you do that? Because it's meaningful. There is no meaning in it. You don't have to, but that's what makes it. That's what it's important, because you choose. It comes from inside. You choose to give instead of trying for a place, for a safe, secure placement. Because when you do that, you prove to the world that you are not afraid, that you are free, that no one can restrict you. You can never be truly. You are always able to respond, to be giving, acknowledging and giving your attention to everything. And if you're not trying to conclude, take a knowledge, because when you're trying to get to a point, like you're trying to define, like, what's the point? What's the final definition? Give me the picture. Let's say, even if there is a picture, okay? The point is for you to find out. And you find out not by taking a picture. You have to go through it and make up your own transformation and conclusion. And even conclusion is like a definite thing. Your own ways, your own uniqueness. That's why it's so meaningful, because it's always new. There are new ways for the truth, the life. That's evolve. This is evolution. There is nothing higher than this. And it's the complete opposite. Like you are taught to take, to conclude, to make something out of it. But truth is, on the contrary, giving, letting things free. That makes it meaningful. That makes it matter. The small, what you consider small. First of all, to make up something, you need to decide what is up, what is important, what is not. But everything matters. And when you are in a place and in a perspective that sees that every tiny detail is meaningful, then you are fulfilled and you want to give your best. This is meaningful. Everything matters. That's the trap with the question, what's the point? What matters? Everything matters. This question is from a place, from an assumption that something does not matter. And you need to find out what does. Why do you assume that? Why you do not come from a place that everything is important, that everything is of significance? When you realize that, then you will do your best, and that's great.